So we are the official partnered rescue of Paws and Pints.
Yay!
Yay.
Well done, Kara.
Yes. And so that means for us a lot of really great benefits, but one being that all of our foster homes get discounted memberships for their personal dogs. All of our foster dogs get free admission to the park for as long as they are a foster dog with the rescue, as long as they are a good fit for the park, right? Not every dog belongs at a dog park, but those that do get to come for free. And so a litany of other things that they're involving us in.
Oh my dog. Dog. Oh my dog.
Oh, my dog, hey.
Oh, my dog, hello.
We're back.
Back again.
We really dove in deep to the news stories last time, so we better talk about what we have been actually doing, right?
Well, by the time that this podcast airs, hopefully
SF 2099
got passed.
Jeez Louise. And if not, pretend right now in this moment, just give a second, like a moment of silence for our expletives that are just going to fill the space.
When I talked to Majority Leader Clemish, he said that April 21st was the last day for the session, but he said in the last 6 years that I've been here, we've never ended on time. So they could very well still be in session as people are listening to this episode.
Better be done by then for fluff's sake.
In which case, if they are and they haven't voted on this yet, call them
and say, hurry, get going, kids.
But hopefully it's passed and we've all been partying hard.
Yes. So good. So,
anyway, what do we got today?
Oh, well, we've been doing a lot and a little, a little with a lot.
A lot with a little.
Yes. Well, we have a few like really kind of fun things that have happened, some things we've been working on that we want to tell you about and update you on, and then, our regular ins and outs. So this should be a relatively short episode, but it's also Holly and I, so who can say? But about a week ago, I got an email in the inbox from this guy that said, hey, I want to give you a donation. How do I do that? And every time I get those, it's like a spam thing. And they're like trying to get me to give them my like bank account information or whatever. So I'm always like, ugh. But the guy said, I go to your vet, and then listed Dr. Takis, who is like my favorite vet. And I thought, well, this must be legitimate, right?
After I saw it come through, he's done that before.
He's left us money before?
Eric, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the name was familiar, but like not. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Anyway, he is a client of, he and I's favorite vet, Dr. Takis at University West Pet Clinic. And he left us $1,000 at the front desk, which is incredible. And it sounds like Holly remembers better than me.
Well, I only remember it because he spells his name with an H.
Yeah, Erich.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
And anyway, so he left us $1,000 check, which is in the visor of my car. And
that's not the only reason I remember it, but
well, I have another friend who spells his name that way, and his email address is Eric with an H at whatever.com, So anyway, that was really special, and it's kind of twofold, right? Like, it's exciting for me to hear that the vets who care for our animals are saying such nice things about us to their clients, that when they say, hey, I want to give back to a good organization, that they choose us. I think that's a big deal. And also in today's climate and how freaking expensive everything is and all the things that people are willing to give, just kind of random little bursts of money like that to organizations is pretty special, and gives me like a moment of like, okay, the world's okay. People are nice. Like, people are taking care of us. And that was just super sweet. And so we picked that up this week, and I'll get it put away in a place where we're going to spend it probably pretty quickly on dog vet bills. But
definitely.
Anyway, really thankful for that. And on the same note, Holly got a package, and we were like, who the heck is this from?
Did we ever figure that
to
out?
the P.O. box?
No. I checked the P.O. box today at nothing.
What the heck, people? P.O. Box 33.
I was going to say it.
Hadron, Iowa, 50156.
Send us some mail. 21334. No, that's
not. No, I got this package, and I was like, I wasn't expecting an Amazon package, but that, half the time it's a surprise for me too, what I ordered. Right? But yeah, I opened it up, and it was a new nail clippers, But they're
Like a grinder.
I need to show them to you. Well, in the black foldy thing in the picture, you open it up and it's nail clippers.
Clippers. Okay.
But they're like I don't know how to explain it. Like the weird. They're like real prongy.
Like
and they cross over.
That's
like
what
this.
I use. Like the scissor ones. Those are
you can
nice.
have them because I tried them on Radar the other night and he did not like them.
Oh, I use those exclusively.
He did
They're almost
not
like a
it.
scissors, but they're like a.
They look very fancy.
Yeah.
Which Radar's just, he's a PBR kind of guy. Like,
Well, I'll take them because I'm always trimming people's dogs' nails. They're like, hey.
and then there was a nail grinder too. And then the next day, another clipper showed up too.
You're going to get in trouble. You just hit your microphone.
Sorry.
Almost blew my brains out. In my ears.
Jeez.
My headphones must be a little louder than yours.
Yeah.
That was saw me jump.
Sorry.
Well, I saw it happening, and I was like, she's going to hit her microphone with this. So I was like kind of prepared, but like she's got a chain of paper clips that she's swinging around like Annie Oakley.
It's funny now. I had marked it to edit out. I might have to delete my mark to edit it out because the rest of this isn't going to make any sense.
Right.
It's my ADHD. I can't stop.
I know.
Something.
Well, Tanner took away a clicky pen from me the other day, so I am with you.
What am
All right, it's
I'm
staying in. Mike Tap is staying in.
I'm normally folding that thing. What did I always have that I was always folding?
Not origami, because that'd be even really cool. Like you had like little swans and stuff out in front of you.
Oh, it was a dog poop bag.
Oh yeah,
Remember?
She would pull out this roll of dog poop bags, and she would
Well, it was the same one every time
roll
that
it
I was
out,
folding.
and she would fold it.
You want to
roll
play
it,
with your
roll it,
patch?
roll it.
I'll sit here and play with this every once in a while during the recording.
Gotta have something.
I wish
in
I
my
could
hand.
roll a poker chip like those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Can't
it's
do
pretty
it.
cool. My mom can cut a deck of cards with one hand,
Oh yeah.
which is pretty cool.
It is.
She's kind of got like little for in our family we're like not tiny women, right? Like we're a force when you walk in, right? She's always had like little tiny hands and wrists, and so like when she showed me that like trick, I was like, wait, how are you even doing that? Because you have like tiny. It would make sense that I could do that. I can palm a men's basketball. Like look out, people, like stay away from these mitts. But my mom has like little small hands and like really delicate little fingers, and she can go and like cut a deck of cards and flip it around with one hand. It's pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah.
I've tried to learn how to do that. I don't have the patience.
Your hands are even smaller than hers. I don't think that's going to happen for you.
Don't you have the patience? What were we talking about? Oh, the nail grinder.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, it showed up and it says, "Thank you for your dedication and compassion for the dogs," something like that. MJ Foster Mama.
Which we found out there's a Facebook profile
Michael
that is
Jackson, Mary Jane.
Well, there's a Facebook profile that's MJ Foster Mama.
But it was only had like 16 followers.
Right. And there's like pictures on there that I don't recognize. Like I don't feel like this is somebody that we know, but it must be. And they don't have a lot of like recent posts. So maybe it's just somebody who is involved and loves animal rescue and like sent that. But anyway, super sweet and kind of made our day. But I don't know. We don't have any fosters that are MJ that we know of, unless it's like a Mary Jane or a Mary Jo or something like that we don't know. But
I was kind of going through the list. And I'm like, this is going to be...
I know we can't even properly give MJ Foster Mama the thank you unless they're listening to the podcast, in which case thank you, because we will use this. So anyway, that was just cute. I love stuff like that. I love like fun little gifts or thank yous or tchotchkes or all that kind of stuff, and like it's a usable thing, so that's cool.
Your MJ just reminded me of, I think
Speaking
it's
of-
the Uber Eats commercial, whatever it is, to where there's a guy named Michael Jordan, and he's not the
Michael
basketball
Jordan.
player. So they all show up to deliver his
Oh,
stuff,
God.
and he's like, I get this all the time. So maybe it was the real MJ.
I was gifted a gag gift 2 nights ago. It's shooters, the plastic, you know what I'm talking about, shooters,
Oh, like
like a shot, but
like
the
a tight-
the test tube shooters.
oh yeah.
And then it came with like
That's not how you spell tchotchke.
I was close.
You did pretty good. No, but there's a T. Nope, you're not right. There's a T.
it's
TCH. Tchotchke. It starts with a T. TCH. Tchotchke. It's the second one down.
Did you not know what it was?
Oh, I knew what it was, but I was
Oh.
trying to figure out what fell into the category.
Oh,
Like, it's not
little
a-
Like a
knickknacks.
tchotchke. A little like
It's a little thing.
knick-knack.
a little
Yeah.
thing. I have a million tchotchkes.
Sorry. That's the third time I've done. We're only into this 9 minutes. I've cut you off 3
I don't
times.
care. I'm used to it.
I do not care.
It's test tubes, but it also comes with these wrappers
That look like tampons?
tampons.
That's crazy talk because today, I received a reel that was someone filling those little test tubes with alcohol and then putting it in the tampon wrapper and then getting it wet and then using a straightener and like sealing it with the straightener at the top. So and then they take a whole box of tampons in with them to an event, and it's quite literally just a box full of liquor, but it looks like sealed tampons.
I mean, why would you take a whole box of tampons to an event?
It could be
right?
a rough day.
Heavy flow.
Heavy flow. And then they ask you about it, and you're like, I have to use 3 at a time. Do you have more questions?
I almost choked on my own spit. I watched a kid on Instagram. He took a picture and he said, legit, be serious with me. And he's got a stocking hat on his head. And he goes, if you worked at a movie theater, would you pull my hat off to see I can't remember if it's M&M's or Sour Patch Kids, whatever. He had a whole bunch of stuff stuffed under his hat.
Oh.
No.
He just should put him in a tampon box and nobody would ask him any questions.
Just walk in with it under your arm, a full box of Tampax.
Jesus. I thought it was hilarious, but I also thought, at what
like,
age?
why did this make you think of me? That's what I would have said. Like, what the hell?
I mean, I know the drinks at events are expensive, but I don't know as though I'd ever sneak in alcohol.
I will gladly pay the $24 for
How much
fucking
were
thing
those
of beer.
drinks at Winona? It was like $100 a round. For
It was.
us.
We were like buying each other drinks. There was like 4 of us, and we were buying drinks, and it was like $100 every time we would go get some drinks, and we were like having the time of our lives. Didn't care.
No,
no.
Whatever. Part of the experience.
That's
Anyway,
funny.
what else we got going on?
Well, we just got done doing the wellness weekend at Paws Pints where we microchipped a few dogs. We had several Oh My Dog alumni swing by to say hi. And we installed Natasha and Zaddy Nick. I threatened to be the one to install a microchip scanning station. And Holly says
she didn't threaten shit. She said she was going to do it knowing full well
I was going to do it.
that me and Natasha were going to be like, you know what?
We'll handle it.
We'll just leave your power tools at home, girlfriend.
Well, I had already engaged someone with a power tool, and they said they would help me. But then I found out that these things didn't come with hardware. And so I said, I'm going to need exact links of the hardware to get so that I can do this. And Holly goes, why don't you just ask Natasha and Zaddy Nick to do it? And I was like, oh, sure, that'd be fine.
Well, I had called Natasha because you had sent that in the group chat that morning, and she had sent something back, and I knew she was talking about Norwalk.
Yeah.
And so I called her and I said, well, I have the sign in my car. She goes, no, you don't. I picked it up a long time ago. I picked it up from Courtney. And I'm like, no, the sign for Paws and Pine. She goes, what are you talking about? I said, the thing that Kara just said in the goddamn group chat. Catch up, Mustard. She goes, no, she was talking about Norwalk. I said, no. She's talking about Paws and Pines. Oh, okay.
Anyway, they attempted to do both. So they did indeed successfully install the Paws and Pints one, which if you're ever in the West Des Moines area, stop by Paws and Pints if you find a stray dog. Over right by the walk trail to the west side of the building, there is a post with the chip reader on it next to the bike racks, and this is going to be there 24/7, available to you if you find a dog. You can scan, handle everything right from there. It's actually technically Des Moines, but really it's like that West Des Moines area that it's servicing. And so it's out there and ready. And as a part of that, like, launch of that, we did that microchips clinic where we, microchips at Paws and Pints on that day. And it went great. So
excellent.
That's got to be one of the most genius ideas, because you're going to have people searching for lost dogs
Yeah.
just so they
Yes,
can
'cause
stop
they're
by and have a
also-
beer.
Right? Like, oh, we found Fido. Darn it, we've got to have a Pilsner.
Oh,
Right,
look, I
well.
scanned it. It's my neighbor's dog.
Tell
I
you
guess I'll just take it back to them.
You can come pick it up from me here and buy me a beer when you get here.
That's right.
Yes, I'm not going to leave this stool.
No,
No.
Natasha and Zaddy Nick tried to also install the one at Norwalk, which
Yeah.
that post has been installed for literal months.
Mm-hmm.
Literal months.
The post. They were like, yeah, the post
Yeah.
is ready. Will you bring it over? Will you bring it over? Blah, blah,
So she sends a picture,
blah.
and it's like
Knee height.
maybe a foot and a half out of the ground. And this is a 4-inch by 4-inch post. Now, how deep do you have to bury a
Also,
post.
like the
So
sign
you know
is
how-
18 inches tall, and the box is another 12 inches tall. Like what?
And
Yeah,
I'm
did
not
they
shitting
take
you.
did
It
they
was
take
like-
a scrap that was 3 foot tall
Well,
and put it
so
in?
that's what I said. I'm like, Jesus Christ, we're not keeping cattle in. We're putting on a freaking sign, a 1.5 pound sign on this damn thing. It's not gonna catch a drift. Good Lord. And
You get a 2-inch snow, you won't be able to see it.
not exactly.
Damn right. That's gonna think it's
Nah.
gonna be under snow all winter.
Nasha goes, well, Zaddy Nick thinks it's a 5-foot pole. I said, even then, they still buried the son of a bitch 3 feet deep. Jesus. They'll be lucky to get that out of there.
They had the sign lead up against it. It doesn't even it's taller than the post. Like what in the world?
Hilarious.
I don't know if I don't know if it's installed. I don't know if they figured anything out or
No.
what. I can't imagine. It's
There were a
terrible.
lot of lessons learned
Hilarious
on that
though.
deal. The only one of which on my part was get a picture from an installed post before you go to
Right.
install it.
Oh my god.
But we have installed. We've got a lot of requests for microchip scanning stations recently.
Yes.
I actually dropped the ball on the whole project for a solid month. Honestly, life just got life in.
Sometimes that happens when you work for free.
Yeah, weird. Shit. We've got we got Madrid, Boone, Polk City, Carlisle, Ogden, Huxley, Adel, Altoona, Newton, Paws Pints, soon to be Norwalk, Sheridan, and Northwest Iowa Humane Society.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all shipped and in their hands. So that's 13. I've got Slater and Maxwell in my car. That makes 15.
Where's the Slater one going?
In at City Hall.
Okay.
Nice.
I
I'll just leave it.
is here.
I feel
I'll just
terribly.
leave it-
It should have just
Actually-
gone right in the front yard.
Could
Yeah.
you install it for us if
Yeah.
we leave it with you?
It's in my car.
Legit.
I'll leave it here.
I can't give
You
you,
can have
links
it.
for hardware because I don't know. But
Just take it up to City Hall. It's 4 screws. Take it up to City Hall tomorrow and
I think you could leave it here. If I knew where it was, we could get it to happen.
hey,
hey.
please.
Okay, so that's 13. Slater makes 14. Maxwell makes 15.
Mm-hmm.
Davenport is in production.
Mm-hmm.
Pleasant Hill is in production. That's 17. And then Des Moines, we're just waiting on finalized paperwork for 10 in Des Moines. That would be 27.
Woo! This is so cool.
That's amazing.
It's really amazing. And I got a call the other day because someone said that their battery was dead. And I said, oh, okay, I'll let Holly know. Little did I know, the batteries that go in these bad boys are actually like a little rechargeable thing. So they can just go out.
USB-C, yeah.
Yeah, take out the battery, plug it into like your phone charger for a little bit, take it back out, and you're solid and good to go. Now I know. Because I've literally hands-offed this whole thing because Holly's been so great at keeping track of all of this, and I just don't have the bandwidth, so it's been amazing. But I am so proud of that, and I'm proud of how many, every time when I come to do the podcast, I drive past the Polk City one.
Yeah.
And I always look just to check, and it looks so nice, and it's just such a huge resource for our communities, and I'm really proud of that impact that we're setting up and leaving behind, and all of that. So
I think it's just one of those nice feel-good things that when you
It's easy.
when you explain it to somebody, they're like, that's awesome.
yeah, that's such
Really
a good idea.
We know. Thank you.
Well, and one thing while we were doing the microchip clinic was I was thinking, I don't have a database of my dog's.
Sorry.
Make the clown noise now.
Just do it. We went to where do we go before this?
Nighthawk.
Nighthawk.
I always want to call it the Flying Eagle, but that's not right. The Nighthawk, which is a little bar and grill. There's not a lot of options here in Slater,
That's
Iowa.
close.
Well, they gave us to-go cups, and if you can, I hope you can hear that noise because
It's the straw noise.
yep, Holly getting a drink out of her to-go cup. But anyway, what was I talking about?
I have no idea.
Oh Lord.
I might have gotten distracted as well. But you were talking about all the locations and how cool it was.
I know.
No, but it was something after that.
It was something about it and beyond and whatever. Can't say. Oh. It was a PSA for all y'all. As we were sitting there at
the
Paws and
charging.
Pints. No. As we were sitting there at Paws and Pints, I'm shouting out to people, is your dog microchipped? It's free today. It's free today. I'm going to microchip dogs. And so everybody who didn't have a dog microchip, they'd come up and ask me about it. I'd say, it's free. I can get it done right now.
Right.
It's registered for you for life, for free. Like, why wouldn't you do it, you know? And most people were like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's amazing. Of course, I'll do that. But most people, even bigger majority, were saying, oh, my dog's already microchipped. And so then I would follow that up with saying, is it registered?
Right.
Because if not, it is useless.
Right.
And so many people asked us, well, is it like a tracking device then? No, it's not. It only works if you register it, right? And then you get someone to scan it.
It is so bizarre to me how
Many people think it's a how would that even work? It's not a tracking device.
maybe we need to do a podcast on microchips. But
I
in
think-
my mind, I'm like, that's a
No, I'm
5-minute
telling you.
conversation.
No, I'm telling you, the number of people that asked and had questions about it was high. So I feel like we should do at least a mini episode about it. But anyway, all of my dogs are microchipped. However, I do not have a singular database anywhere of like all of their microchip numbers and then like confirmation that they are all indeed registered as I'm yelling this from the rooftops. So my goal in the next month is to get the chip numbers for my dogs, get them put into a spreadsheet, and just make sure that I've got
Oh, you don't have that?
No, I don't.
Oh, I do. I have a spreadsheet.
Of course you do. It's in your binder and shit. But I don't.
That's true.
So I need to check everybody, put that all in. I mean, I know they're all microchipped. I just suddenly realized, like, I don't have them in a list. So if somebody calls me and says, like, I have microchip number XYZ,
Well, it would be in your vet records, though.
I know, but it still makes me nervous. So anyway, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it all in one spreadsheet just to make me feel
there.
better. Oh, my God.
I even added Seppi.
Oh,
There
Steph.
is.
Has anybody come up with a better name for Steffi? No.
Rude.
But somebody did actually write in their doggy nicknames. And of course it was Natasha, because like who else even listens to this podcast? But
Nobody. Nobody
knows the
trouble
nicknames
we've
I
seen.
have for my dogs. So she says her nicknames for her dogs, Rebel is Hippo or Trash Panda. Okay. River is Loaf. And then she followed it up with River just splooted on a bed,
Oh, yeah.
completely flattened. And actually the cutest picture of a lab I've
big
ever seen in
lab,
my
yeah.
life. Just splooted.
Looks like it's deflated.
Yeah, hilarious. Drake is Draco. Okay, fine. Me. Chloe is Chloe. Chloe. I don't know what she's trying to... Chloe. I don't know what she's trying to spell there.
She should have sent verbal, like audio.
We need the...
Do you really expect I
can't do that.
expect Kara to pronounce
Pepper
names correctly?
is Pep or Paprika. Okay, fine. Porter, Nick.
I
This is
thought
my favorite.
Pepper Cornelia was a good one the
Oh,
other
yeah,
day.
we're going to pull that one out when we talk about our incomings. So Porter, Zaddy Nick calls him Porta John because he eats poop.
I like that.
I do too. I'm like, that's the best nickname I've ever heard. Porta John.
You guys are terrible.
I call him Potty. Just that's it. Porta Potty. So anyway, Holly refers to, we went through a back and forth in a naming situation.
Well, she was going to name it Peppercorn.
No, she was just going to name it Pepper.
And then...
And I said, no, you got to
and
do
then
something.
you did something like Pepper Jack or
Pepper
something.
Jackie, because it's a girl.
And I'm like, no, she was going with Pepper because it's a black dog.
Right.
Pepper Jack is a type of cheese that's white. This doesn't make any sense.
Oh, my dog.
And then it's a female, so then you were like Pepper Jill.
And then she called it Pep-C, so Pepsi.
Oh,
That's so cute.
That is good.
So freaking
I like that.
cute. So Pepper Cornelia is the name, but we're going to call her Pepsi.
I like
Stop
that.
it. That is how you achieve an ultimate dog name, is like the back and forth ding, 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 ding.
Why don't we have any good names for Sephi
Unless you're
yet?
Sephi, in which case no one can think of anything because she looks like no name.
Well, I keep trying to figure out. I was gonna bring her down to the Paws and Pints thing, and I'm like, no, she ain't gonna. No,
She
that's
wouldn't
not
like
gonna
it.
go well at all.
Oh.
And then I keep wanting to bring her here, but then we go to the thing beforehand. I don't know. You're just gonna have to come over.
I have to meet her first and foremost,
Yeah.
and then I will know. Once I have hands on her, I feel like
I
I'm
was
gonna
like,
know.
maybe Kit, but no.
No, not now.
No, not now.
Now we
And
gotta.
Roxy, but that's
No.
I don't really like that really for real.
No. Mm-mm. Nope. I gotta see her, and then I'll know.
She's such a doll. My mom's fallen in love with that dog. She thinks she whispered it. She goes, I think she's cuter than Reese. I said,
No.
I don't know about all that. She's cute, but she ain't that cute.
She's very cute. Seriously, though. First moment I saw her, I was like, oh shit, Holly's toast.
She's adorable.
She cooked. So, anyway, we've done a good job of spiraling our way through these topics. Okay. And then, I wanted to circle back to the Paws and Pints thing. I'm going to do a separate kind of introduction of our partnership with Paws and Pints. In fact, I would like to invite somebody from the business to talk about it, but we have established an official partnership with them. Mm-hmm. So we are the official partnered rescue of Paws and Pints.
Yay!
Yay.
Well done, Kara.
Yes. And so that means for us a lot of really great benefits, but one being that all of our foster homes get discounted memberships for their personal dogs. All of our foster dogs get free admission to the park for as long as they are a foster dog with the rescue, as long as they are a good fit for the park, right? Not every dog belongs at a dog park, but those that do get to come for free. And so a litany of other things that they're involving us in. And again, that children's event that I alluded to, that was going to be, the child safety for dogs. We're going to do
I already
there.
forgot it.
Good, because it's not in your calendar. So we're going to do a lot of events that are going to be sponsored with both us and Paws and Pints, and we believe a lot in what they're doing for dogs and dog ownership, and they believe a lot in what we're doing for dogs and dog rescue, and so it's a natural fit. But we're really excited, and we're going to dive into exactly what that means on another future episode, but wanted to throw that out that officially it launched on the Wellness Weekend, which was just a couple weeks ago.
And 10% off at the apothecary.
Yes, you get a discount.
And Stanley loves rabbit heads. If anybody wants to get Stanford a treat.
I just got a bag completely filled with duck heads. Like, there's like 20 duck heads.
There you go. Stanley. His name is Stanley.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I call him
Stanford.
Stanford, Stan the Man, Bubbies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All of my dogs have 600 nicknames. It's stupid. And my favorite.
Sharky Boy.
That's not very clever.
That's about it. Sharky Boy.
I did name Sharky because he's a chomper.
That's true. You did.
And at the time, I had an employee that I had hired who his last name was Sharky. And isn't that weird?
What a weird last name.
Right? But I told him,
My audio editors for the podcast.
last name Sharky?
His last name Sharky.
Yeah, it's a great last name. I love it. But anyway, I was telling him at the time, I was like, oh my gosh, I just named a dog Sharky. He's like, you just named a dog after me? I was like, well, no. I named him that.
You.
No, I named him that because he's a tiny chihuahua who's a land shark. And he goes, oh, okay.
Reese girl.
Yeah, you're not very good at this.
Reese,
You just add
Reese,
girl or boy
Reese
to the end of
girl.
their
Yeah.
name.
Stan, man, boy, girl. It's
Mine
identifying.
are weird. They really spiral, which we
Radar. I don't really call Radar anything but Radar.
Oh, that's a great name.
He's a real good boy.
very, very, very good boy.
Who else I got?
Mm-hmm.
Otter. Grumpy old Otter.
Yeah.
I don't have a
Grumble.
nickname for him.
We do Grumble Guts a lot for Jangles because we say that, this is a side note and another podcast episode,
Oh, gosh. I'm taking all kinds of
dogs with autism. And I'm telling you, this is a legitimate thing.
notes. You think Jangles has autism?
Yes, I do. Have you ever touched his body and he was like, I'm overstimulated?
No.
yeah, you have. Woo, woo. Like he growls if you're touching the wrong spot and whatever. Like he is autistic for sure.
Okay.
Anyway, grumble guts is what we call him when he is acting such a way.
We'll look into it.
No, there's several articles actually.
She's trying to convince me right now.
Several articles
it's a real
published
thing.
by like institutions that say
don't
this
doubt
is a
it.
thing. I don't. I think Jangles is lightly autistic, but whatever. He's perfect anyway. Oh, what else have we been doing, working on, what have you? I'm working on a transport from Missouri right now that I started out with 1 dog and now has increased to 5 dogs that are coming.
Not all for us.
Yes, they are.
Oh.
Remember how I said when my life was falling apart and I wasn't even doing crazy things like collecting dogs? I've been doing it.
You just told me just 5 minutes ago it was
No, those are the last 2 that just came on. So we've got the Doodle that's going to Stacy. And then we've got the old Chihuahua that Courtney has offloaded onto Chelsea, right? And then we've got, hold on, let me pull up my list. Then
Nike.
we've got Nike. Well, Nike's the old Chihuahua. And then we've got Ringo Starr, which was the dachshund who went missing and then went missing again and then came back. So this dog was a stray. They found it. Then at the place where they found it and were keeping it safe for us, they made the vet appointment for Friday of last week. And in between then, the dog ran away again, ran 5 miles away, a little old dachshund.
They got in a lot of rain. And
It went under the fence.
He dug under the fence to the mud.
And so they found him again. So he's coming to us now.
Like, at what point do you think this dog really doesn't need our help?
He doesn't want to be found.
Like,
He's got his own life.
He's good. You're literally pulling him away from where he wants to be.
Well, he's got heartworm, so I need to help him. Anyway, so he's heartworm positive, which I shouldn't be shocked about, but I was pretty like, dang it, you know.
Right.
So Ringo Starr, heartworm positive, little wiener dog mix, and then now, so that's 3, and then today I said yes to a little adorable Shih Tzu and her tiny puppy, who looks nothing like a Shih Tzu, kind of looks like a Min Pin, maybe. I don't know. Somehow Erin, who is a female,
doesn't spell like you would think it was a female. And when you find out that she's a female, it really trips you up, man.
Anyway, Erin was like, hey, do you think you could take these other 2 because they're going to be transported from the same place that Nike, the old Chihuahua, is coming from? And I was like, well, let me check. In the meantime, found a spot. So 5 coming up from Missouri this week. Yep.
Excellent day.
So we've got that. We got Pepper Cornelia, who came to us today, who is a little black Chihuahua mix, who's been like in 5 homes or 4 or 5 homes, something like that, for no real reason or no fault of the dog. Ruru was returned. Do you know a little bit more about that? I can't remember.
I'm not sure it was a great placement. It sounds like a typical Chihuahua to me.
Right.
I mean,
like
just
guards its person and,
yeah,
you know.
I mean,
And
in my experience, 90% of the Chihuahuas I come across have a spicy side to them.
Yes.
And when I say spicy, I don't mean like the dog we were talking about earlier where
ripped your finger off.
I mean, they're just, they're a little feisty.
They have their way.
They might snap at you if you roll over the wrong way or something. Like,
right. That's what we love.
But I feel like most
Like a
Chihuahua... Yes, exactly. I mean, I'll be holding Sharky, and he'll be rubbing faces with me, and then it'll be like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. Like, shit, dude, okay. You're free to go anytime you want. But anyway, I just feel like most Chihuahua owners know that, and that's what they love about the breed, and
we'll find a place.
It's not a big deal, but apparently it was... But like we also always say, dogs find their way out of places they
weren't
don't
meant
belong.
to be. Yeah.
So maybe it just wasn't.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I wasn't that mad about it, and I was actually quite happy that the people after almost a year reached back out and actually filled out the thing and returned the dog to us. And we're always happy to help as long as we can. We've yet to have to deny a return, which I don't ever want to have to do. Eventually that's going to happen. Yeah. Eventually we're going to get a return that we can't accommodate, and that's going to suck. But for now, 3 and whatever years in, we have not denied a return. I was just thinking,
has it been 3 years or is it 2.5?
You tell me. You're the one that has to tell me.
November of 22.
23. No,
22.
22.
November of
Yeah.
22.
So,
So 23, 24, 3.5.
yeah.
I've been telling everybody 2.5.
Oh my goodness. I just rely on you to do our year math.
Whoops-a-doodles.
Anyway, in that amount of time to
Time
have
flies when you're
returned
having
away.
fun.
Yeah, no kidding. A return is a big deal, which we eventually we're going to get a dog back that has issues or that isn't placeable enough for us to be able to take it back. And that's going to really hurt my heart because I feel like one thing I'm really proud of is that we stand behind the dogs that we take in. So anyway, we'll continue to try to do that.
Jinxing us.
I know it. I shouldn't have said it out loud. I'll knock on this lacquered wood in front of us. Can you hear it?
It's real wood.
We did have a bit of a posting situation on the Mafia this past week. One of our...
Oh, goodness. Yeah. A real good question.
Yeah, but it was so... I mean, I know we've been talking about it on the podcast for a while, and thank you to all of our volunteers
Yes.
and Mafia members that have been posting.
Oh my gosh, you did it again. Put those paper clips down.
That have been posting.
Oh, she just lost them. Good.
that have been posting in the Mafia questions, comments, all the things has been great. But one seemed to pop off, which is just the algorithm, the way that it is.
Yeah.
Why it popped off, nobody knows.
No. Thanks,
But-
Facebook.
One of our really good fosters, Amy, she does a great job. She's taken in bigs and littles and mediums and vanillas and hard cases and all the things. So she's really getting her
Yeah.
foster wings.
Yeah. Doing
Fluffed.
awesome. Seriously. Yeah.
Anyway, her question was that she had a dog. She had 2 applications that looked really good, and she couldn't decide between which one. And she was asking the group, how do you decide? How do you pick? Should I do meet and greet with both and decide from there? No. Don't ever,
Even if
ever
you
do
have
that.
to eeny, meeny, miny, mo, pick
Yeah.
one, do the meet and greet. If you don't feel great about it, tell them, I am still looking. I need to decide, but and lay it out. Be
Right.
honest and say, hey, there's another applicant. I'd like to do a meet and greet. Make sure that applicant knows, but do not set them both up in tandem. You will want to shoot yourself.
Yes.
Like, it's a
Because-
horrible situation because you're going to have to let somebody down.
What will inevitably happen is you'll set them both up, and then you'll meet and greet with the first one, and you're going to love them.
Mm-hmm. And then the second one's going to be sitting there.
And then you're either going to have to go tell the second one, well, I picked the first one without ever having met you, and I'm just a judgy, snobby bitch and don't like you.
Right.
Or you're going to have to go through with a
fake meet and greet.
fake meet and greet, and then let
Knowing
them down.
well that you're sending them to the first one because they were so perfect.
You're also up for potentially making your decision even harder by having 2 great meet and greets. So my go-to for this is 2 things. One, in any sort of decision-making process where I have 2 things to decide between and I'm really not sure and I'm having a hard time, quieting my mind and listening to my heart, I close my eyes. This is going to sound ridiculous, but just go with it. I close my eyes and I think about flipping a coin, and I think to myself, if it's heads, I'm going to go this way, and this is what I'm going to do, and that's what that's going to look like. If I go tails, it's going to do that. I'm going to do this, and that's what that's going to feel like. And then I visualize me flipping the coin, and I stop the coin in midair, and I think, on what side of the coin am I going to be disappointed?
Yes.
On
Or you could literally
what
flip
side
a
of-
coin and feel disappointed or
I
not.
don't have time for that business. I'm just saying.
I don't have time for what you're doing in your head. I haven't thought that long about anything in my life.
It's more of a meditation situation than an actual physical thing. It's more of a feeling.
I get it.
To tap into your inner. So that's what I do. Also, I go by the very sound and wise advice from our beloved Chris Wells. Bless her heart. I had that same situation long time ago. And I said, Chris, how do I decide? I don't know. And she goes, you will know in the first 2 minutes.
Of a phone conversation,
Yes,
even.
first of all. Second of all, you want these people to be beating down your door to get to these dogs, to get to their what they hope to be as their next fur baby, their forever dog, the whole bit. If they're not so excited to come get this dog from you, it ain't it. It's not and I hear this from fosters now all the time, and I know we've talked about this before. I don't know if it's just like the culture of adoption that's shifting, or
It's
if
very different than it used to be.
our fosters are more tolerant than we are, or if we've just been, or if
everybody's more tolerant than we are,
or if we've just been burned more than they have, and we're just jaded. I don't know, but these fosters of ours, they're like, yeah, so and so got adopted. They're gonna come pick them up in 2 weeks, and I'm like, what?
No.
What are you talking about in 2 weeks? Well, they've got a birthday party to go to next Sunday, and they didn't want to disturb the whatever. And I'm like, no.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
No, we're not doing that shit.
No.
I mean, I don't want to, I'm not going to say it's a hard, fast rule, but I'm just saying if somebody has to delay or put off a meet and greet for a dog that they want to adopt and bring into their lives for something as stupid as a, 5-year-old's birthday party.
Listen.
No.
Well, and that's just it. Like, I'm a little bit different in that I want someone to be respectful of me and my time and all of the things. So if somebody's losing their mind at me, like, I don't want to have to like deal with a crazy person who's too excited. I get a little off put by overzealous. Okay. But you're exactly right. You don't want to have to sell the dog. If you feel like you're selling the adoption, guess what's going to happen? Mm-hmm. We're going to have a roo-roo. We're going to have a returns. Yeah, we're going to take the return, which, it happens. It is what it is. And sometimes you got to move the dog. You got to like do your best to like find that dog a placement. But if you're trying to sell it, then it's probably not it. If they're trying to sell themselves to you, that's better. Imagine that you're interviewing for the best job that anybody could possibly get in that moment. That's what you're doing, right? So at the end of that interview, if you're about to give somebody like the best job opportunity of their life to be the parent of this dog, and you feel like this is the best fit based on their experience and their life and where they are and all that stuff, like that's it, right? And if you've got two that are equal, flip the mental coin. So whatever, it is what it is.
What was that?
I don't know.
What are you looking at me
It
for?
was your stomach.
Oh.
He's growling.
I didn't even
again?
notice it.
I didn't even hear that one. Usually I hear him over there grumbling.
I couldn't even hear the last thing you said because it was so loud. Jesus.
I got my headphones on. I didn't hear nothing.
I didn't hear
have
nothing.
a Kit Kat.
Jeez, well, you ate all your chocolates you brought in here.
I just
I
pounded some Doritos out there. I'm good.
I saw you putting those things down. He's hungry. I hope his wife feeds him when he gets home.
No.
I understand what you're saying.
It's up to you. It's subjective, right? But like also don't put two people in a position where they feel like they're going to get the dog and then have to disappoint somebody, because that freaking sucks for everybody involved. You, the dog, the people who are anticipating the dog, it just sucks. So don't do it.
And I always do the phone interview first.
Yeah, for sure.
And if I'm not feeling it, or if I think, I'm going to check with this other person, I'll just tell them, be like, well, I've had several applicants for Susie Q, and I'm going to call them. I'm going through all of them, and I will let you know one way or another. And, if.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's it. Nothing else you need to know. But it's all about being open, honest, and not double booking, because I've done that one time and I had to tell the people, because I picked the first person. That's what happened to me. I picked the first person and I had to tell the second person, oh, sorry.
That reminded me of that crazy bitch that called. Who was it? That Carrie? It was for
she left us a 1-star review on Google. Let me read it. Because this person decided to make it public. So one moment while you tell this story, and I'll find the review.
So Carrie was doing was it just over the phone? I don't know. Email whatever. It doesn't matter.
She has a dog that's not quite ready to be adopted yet, right? Because it's a puppy mill dog that is struggling.
Yes.
Okay. So it's going to have to be the perfect person or whatever.
This lady applied, and in the meantime, I mean, in the few days that elapsed between the application,
it was like a day or two.
Yeah, and Carrie taking the dog in and taking the dog to the vet and getting back to the applicant and then linking up, and Carrie had determined that this dog needed what we call a helper dog.
Yes.
Another dog in the home to show it how to dog, because it's a breeder release dog and it doesn't know what it is to be a dog. And
Yeah.
this dog is psychotic. Like, we're working diligently to get this dog under control with its anxiety and with its incessant barking. Anyway, this lady took real offense to the fact that Carrie was honest with her and told her, I don't think that you're the right fit for this dog. This dog needs another dog in the home.
And also, I've just figured this out.
Right.
Okay.
And all the things.
Okay. So,
Well, I called her
yeah,
because Carrie was nervous because this lady had threatened
she was crazy
To-
on the phone.
to, what did she say in that email? She said something about, I'm going to broadcast this or
Jesus,
something like
we
that.
don't give a shit, Jerry. You have no idea what we're dealing with. It's much worse than you.
So I called this lady twice. I called and left a voicemail, and then I called and left another voicemail, and she finally called me back. And I said, I understand that there was an issue with, with your application. I would, love to help you.
Yeah, we want to make sure everything's going.
She went on this 15-minute rampage about this dog that she has. I thought she had the dog, and where it came from, and it was her daughter's dog, and it was a stray, and just going on and on and on and on and on about this dog. And I finally had to cut her off, and I said, ma'am, do you still have this dog? And she goes, well, no, it died 3 weeks ago. And I said, okay, well, a helper dog needs to be alive. What part of me saying this dog needs a helper dog did you not understand?
Right.
So do you have another dog? No. Okay, well, and I tried to explain to her how this works, and she goes, and then she went off onto this other. Well, why does the website say it's 8 years old when this says it's 10 years old? And I said, well, ma'am, we get these dogs from this breeder release situation.
We don't know for sure.
The records may or may not be right. The vet estimated it to be at 10. The record said 8 or vice versa, whatever it was. It's anyone's best guess.
Yeah.
At this point.
Right.
And she just kept nitpicking and nitpicking and nitpicking. And said something about Carrie not getting back to her or something. I said,
I know for a fact.
ma'am, we're all just volunteers. We're all just trying to, well, you just keep cutting me off and talking over me. So you just, and she hung up. And I'm like, well, problem solved, problem staying solved.
Yep.
I guess. I don't know. And then she left us this 1-star review.
Well, not after. She went on every post Carrie had ever made about this dog and said, you don't even know how old it is. You said it's 10, but it's 8 and blah, blah, blah. On every post. So I blocked her on the rescue page. I said, Carrie, you need to block her, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So then she goes on our Google review. She's left 3 total reviews. Of number 3 is us. 1 star. I emailed back after being told I would not be a good fit for my home. Or told it's terrible grammar. The dog's details didn't state it would need a home with a buddy dog, or I would have not taken my time to fill out the application, which, by the way, our application takes all of 5 minutes. It's not
It's a simple
app. We don't.
And if you want the dog, that's a pretty easy investment.
Super. I was looking at the Min Pin and the Shih Tzu due to the fact that these 2 were breeds that I have had the most 18 years worth of experience. My Min Pin went to Blue Pearl due to the fact that her uterus was full of infection, which tells me that you didn't spay your dog, bitch. But anyway, but got a nasty call back from the owner, which is pretty much...
That was me.
Yeah, which pretty much told me if I didn't know anything of the specific dog, I needed to mind my own business.
That I did not say that.
No, you didn't. I know you didn't. Even though they apparently didn't even know the true age of the dog. Welcome to rescue. What? So since they know everything, I wish them the best. Jerry Goodrich. I can say her full name in confidence because it is listed here. So
we wish you all the best in finding your dog.
Basically, our response was we do our best for the dogs. We help hundreds a year. We're completely volunteer-run organization because our priority is the dogs and making sure that they are set up for success in their forever homes. Sometimes we have to make the tough conversations and tell people that they're not the right fit. We understand that being denied to adopt a dog can be disappointing, and we hope that you find a new friend elsewhere. Elsewhere. Our online descriptions can be very simple by design as we continually learn about the dogs and what they need to succeed. Caring for those needs is why our foster-based rescue works so well. Fluff you,
I'm
Jerry.
so glad that you got to that before I did.
Oh.
She was, she was just one of those typical Karen.
and
you know what I
also-
mean? Like the stereotypical,
Just so you all know,
just
as a part
spicy
of
and
our-
feisty about nothing.
nothing. As a part of our application process, if we're feeling like, I'm not sure about this person or something feels off or whatever, we'll do like a little background check. Guess who has a criminal record?
Ugh.
Okay. Anyway, neither here nor there. Not going to read that aloud, but I'm just saying. The hint. Hilarious. So
It just was but
it made us laugh. We don't even care anymore. Like there's so much
I'd
stupid,
forgotten about
like,
it.
stupid people and stupid crap and like whatever. But like, come on.
I think that those kind of people,
Need something to be mad about?
well, I don't think they understand what goes into something like this. And
No.
I don't think they have the capacity to understand how
Well-
something like this works. If they did, then they would totally
Not react that way.
no.
Well,
they
those are
wouldn't.
the type of people that say things like, how can you run your business this way? It's like, well, we don't.
Or this is why I'm gonna buy from a breeder.
like, okay,
well,
like,
I don't. That
our goal is to take away the barriers from adoption. And I feel like we're doing that over and over again. But also, I'm going to go ahead and put barriers for adoption for people like Jerry, who are unreasonable and unable to say things like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear. Is that fully pee?
oh no!
No!
Is your cup empty?
Yeah, put it in here.
How did that even happen? Well, that's why it was.
I can feel it like pouring out of there.
So it wasn't sweaty.
No, it was peeing.
That's why it's so wet over here.
Well, the Nighthawk has subpar Pepsi cups, and there was just.
It's funny.
Oh my God. Holly just picked up her cup, and it was just like a dog with balls peeing all over your couch. Like, there's just a stream going out everywhere.
You don't have to clean it up right now. It'll be just fine.
She's just sitting there with her holding her cup in the air, and it's just peeing out.
She's frantically wiping up a cement floor. Look at how dirty the towel is. Don't even look at the towel.
When you have dogs that
Oh, I've
potty,
seen your toilet here. I know how long it's been since this floor has been cleaned.
It's a farm studio.
I clean that toilet when I go in there to the
I
bathroom.
thought that was sweating a lot. I'm like, the ice is long gone. Shouldn't still be sweating like that. It wasn't.
Oh my God. Well, I hope you enjoy that, everyone.
That's funny.
We're leaving
hilarious.
that in.
I am. Absolutely.
Well, you know how it is when a dog pees. You're just like instant paper towel.
Where's the paper towels?
Speaking of all of this rain, my dogs are like.
Do not want to potty outside.
And so I said that in the wintertime. I was like, oh, it's so cold outside. My dogs don't want to go outside. And now it's like warm and wet. And they're like, oh, they don't want to go outside. Well, what's it going to be next, Holly? Oh, it's so hot outside. They don't want to go outside. Come on. No. Everybody's going out. And I'm shutting the dog door on them. If it's nice out, they're going outside. And they're going to be out there for at least 5 minutes. No. I do put them outside for at least 15, 20 minutes.
Squinny has been doing her very best to potty
Like
outside.
locked out. They can
but
go out whenever they want.
what happens is if she's not in the mood or doesn't understand why I'm putting her out there, she fixates on coming back in. So she just stands with her hands on, or little paws on the gate and barks. But if I take her out when I know that her signs are that she's going to go potty, then she'll go immediately. So I just need to get better about like timing, because what happens is I put her out there for 10 minutes and then she comes in and pees on the carpet because she's not like mentally ready to potty. What I've described for you folks is owning a Yorkshire Terrier.
Yes. Which will be my next dog.
Oh, she's the best.
Anyway. Yeah.
Well,
I'm working on it. I'm not home on a regular like schedule
right.
ever. There's not one day that's like
The same.
the next. So but they have a dog door. They got a whole freaking acre fenced in yard. There's no reason to potty in the house.
Terrible little naughty dogs. I know I say I don't like my little dogs trained, but I would like if they pottied outside more.
And I sat on the couch with them last night, and I had a long discussion with them all and explained to all of them very clearly. Because that lady that was on the podcast, what did she say? Just talk to them.
Talk to them clearly about what you want, and so that you're saying what you want to happen. Now, what you don't like don't pee on the couch. You have to say,
I want you to potty outside.
I want you to potty outside.
They're really not as bad as I make them out to be.
Mine are. They're terrible.
Anyway.
Juji will pee on my curtain as soon as I get it out of the washing machine.
Yeah, there's one comforter that my dogs are like, nope, don't like that one. So
yeah,
I threw it
it's
away.
so weird. So
I threw it away.
Well, I think we've made it through a majority of our topics. I look forward to our next episode to see if all 5 of these dogs actually make it from Missouri, which will be kind of fun because it's not just a transport that's coming from one singular shelter. It's like 5 literal different locations. It's pretty interesting.
That's
and
nice.
Craig is helping to coordinate
Of
it all
course.
because he's an absolute gem, and I would love to have him on. I don't know if him and Kelly would be willing to do that remotely. We've talked about it forever, but we need to get that set up. It would be really cool to talk about what they're doing with Always and Forever and also with Craig's transport stuff. Like he to me is like, if I'm thinking
He's so cool.
I need to get my shit together, couldn't I just be more like Craig
I want to be like Craig.
Yeah, he's amazing. So we're really.
I don't know how. I wonder if he takes his laptop with him, because there's no way he can coordinate all that from
From
his
a phone. No.
that would be way too much.
He's so good. I don't know. I
Maybe
wish
he's
I
got,
had
like templates or something set up on his phone or something.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's wild. We couldn't
Tell us your secret.
Well, hopefully we can get him on here and talk about dog transport and the organization of it. Seriously, I think it would be a huge resource for people because what he does is unlike anything I've ever seen, and we're lucky to have him as a helper to us. So, anyway, okay. Well, I think we kind of hit all of our things. Do you have anything else?
I don't think so.
No.
I'm ready to go home.
Yeah, I'd like to go home and snuggle my dogs, and I hope you all will do the same.
It's been a Monday.
It's been a Monday, and you're listening to this on Friday, and hopefully it's been a good Friday. So, anyway, we'll figure it out.
Oh my dog.
What I mean when I see, what I see, what I feel, when I dream, when I be, I'm a freak. What up? Oh, what up? Everybody look at me when I'm free, when I feel, what I see, when I do it, I'm a freak. What up? Oh, what up? Say what we got, it's hot to spot, give up the drop, see what we got, do what, do what. We got to go, the body flow, too hot to show, the front row, we won't stop.